Travel back to 1995 and see the stars of Xena, warrior princess then and now in 2025. Xena. In 1995, Lucy Lawless, at 27, became the legendary warrior princess, commanding the screen with her chakram and fierce spirit. Her quest for redemption in a mythical world of gods and monsters captivated millions, turning Xena into a cultural icon. Her athletic stunts and commanding presence defined the show's epic vibe. In 2025, at 57, Lucy continues to shine, starring as Alexa Crow in My Life is Murder and directing powerful documentaries like Never Look Away, which explores war correspondent Margaret Moth's life. She's also a passionate environmental activist. Interesting fact, in 1996, Lucy broke her pelvis filming a Xena skit for The Tonight Show but returned to set in weeks, showcasing her warrior grit. Gabrielle. In 1995, Renée O'Connor, at 24, brought heart and soul as Xena's loyal bard, transforming from a wide-eyed storyteller into a fierce Amazon warrior. Her emotional depth and chemistry with Lucy Lawless created a beloved duo, inspiring fans globally. In 2025, at 54, Renée thrives as an independent filmmaker, directing films like Watch the Sky and showcases her vibrant paintings for charitable causes. She also mentors young artists through workshops. Interesting fact, Renée trained extensively in stage combat, performing many of her own stunts, including mastering the staff weapon for Gabrielle's iconic fight scenes. In 1995, Ted Raimi, at 29, stole the show as Joxer, the endearingly clumsy warrior wannabe, appearing in over 20 episodes across 6 seasons. His impeccable comedic timing, heartfelt loyalty to Xena and Gabrielle, and knack for tripping into trouble made Joxer a beloved figure, blending humor with surprising bravery. From Callisto to Sacrifice, Ted's charm shone bright. In 2025, at 59, Ted thrives in horror, starring in Ash vs. Evil Dead, voicing characters in video games like The Quarry, and directing quirky short films. He's also a regular at fan conventions, sharing Xena memories. Interesting fact, Ted's brother, Sam Raimi, not only produced Xena, but also cast Ted in his Spider-Man trilogy, including a cameo as a flustered newsroom assistant. Ares. In 1995, Kevin Smith, at 31, electrified audiences as the suave god of war, appearing in 30 episodes. His smoldering charisma and complex romance with Xena, especially in Motherhood and Old Ares Had a Farm, made Ares a fan favorite, blending ruthless charm with surprising depth. Sadly, in 2002, at 38, Kevin passed away from head injuries after a fall from a prop tower in China while filming Warriors of Virtue 2. His powerful legacy endures in the Xenaverse. Interesting fact, Kevin, a talented musician, played in New Zealand rock bands like the Wide Lapels, showcasing his versatile artistry beyond acting. In 1995, Hudson Leick, at 25, mesmerized fans as Xena's vengeful nemesis, appearing in 24 episodes. Her chilling intensity and unhinged rage, especially in Callisto and Surprise, made Callisto one of the show's most iconic villains, with a tragic backstory that added depth. Hudson's acrobatic fight scenes were electrifying. In 2025, at 55, Hudson has stepped back from acting and now focuses on yoga, teaching classes, and leading wellness retreats in Los Angeles. She shares her journey on social media. Interesting fact, Hudson improvised Callisto's maniacal laugh and wild expressions, drawing from her theater training to create the character's unforgettable, chaotic energy. Julius Caesar. In 1995, Karl Urban, at 23, electrified audiences as the cunning Roman dictator in 10 episodes, alongside roles as Cupid, Mail, and Core. His chilling betrayal of Xena in Destiny, crucifying her after a seductive alliance, made Caesar a standout villain, while his blonde Cupid added playful charm. In 2025, at 53, Karl dominates as Billy Butcher in The Boys, stars in Mortal Kombat 2, and is set for The Boys' final season. His roles in Star Trek and The Lord of the Rings cement his versatility. Interesting fact, Karl played Dungeons & Dragons with Vin Diesel and Judi Dench on the set of The Chronicles of Riddick, showcasing his off-screen charisma. Aphrodite. In 1995, Alexandra Tydings, at 22, dazzled as the goddess of love in 11 episodes, bringing a sassy, valley girl charm to the mythical world. Her witty banter and comedic flair in episodes like Punchlines and The God You Know made Aphrodite a fan favorite, blending divine power with playful mischief. In 2025, at 52, Alexandra has transitioned from acting to intimacy coordination, ensuring actor safety on film sets, and teaches rock and roll yoga in Washington, D.C. She also advocates for women's health. Interesting fact, Alexandra, a Brown University graduate, comes from a political dynasty. Her grandfather, Millard Tydings, and uncle, Joseph Tydings, were U.S. senators, shaping her activist spirit. In 1995, Adrienne Wilkinson, at 18, debuted as Xena's daughter, Livia, a fierce Roman general who later becomes the saintly Eve, appearing in 10 episodes from 2000 to 2001. Her dynamic portrayal in Livia and motherhood, navigating a complex arc from ruthless warrior to redeemed missionary, captivated fans with emotional depth. In 2025, at 48, Adrienne excels as a voice actress in Star Wars, The Old Republic and the Evil Within, and stars in Venice, the series she created from the mouths of babes, interviewing Xena co-stars. Interesting fact, Adrienne's motion capture for Maris Brood in Star Wars, The Force Unleashed used cutting-edge tech to mirror her likeness, blending her dance background with acting. In 1995, Marton Csokas, at 29, captivated audiences as Xena's lover and warlord ally Boreas, appearing in 11 episodes from 1997 to 2001. His intense portrayal in The Debt and Past Imperfect, alongside roles as Craftstar and Balach, showcased a volatile mix of ruthlessness and passion, enriching Xena's dark past. In 2025, at 59, Marton is a Hollywood heavyweight, starring as Celeborn in The Lord of the Rings, Nikolai in The Equalizer, and Vic Edwards in the ABC drama Goolagon. His roles in The Bourne Supremacy and Kingdom of Heaven highlight his range. Interesting fact, Marton, a trained opera singer, inherited his vocal talent from his father, a Hungarian trapeze artist, and used it to enhance Boreas' commanding presence. In 1995, Danielle Cormack, at 24, embodied the fierce Amazon leader in 6 episodes, radiating strength and loyalty as a vital ally to Xena and Gabrielle. Her commanding performance in Hoves and Harlots and The Quest, showcasing Ephanie's warrior spirit and compassion, made her a fan favorite. In 2025, at 54, Danielle is a star in Australian and New Zealand television, captivating audiences as Bea Smith in Wentworth and appearing in Rake and Underbelly. She's also a passionate advocate for mental health and Indigenous rights. Interesting fact, Danielle won a prestigious Logie Award in 2015 for her gripping role in Wentworth, and her stage work, including A Streetcar Named Desire, earned her critical acclaim across Australasia. In 1995, Bruce Campbell, at 37, lit up the screen as the roguish King of Thieves in 9 episodes, including The Royal Couple of Thieves. His sly wit, campy charm, and masterful escapes, paired with banter alongside Xena and Gabrielle, made Autolycus a beloved ally. He even played Xena in a body swap episode. In 2025, at 67, Bruce is a cult icon, starring as Ash in Ash vs. Evil Dead, hosting Last Fan Standing, and writing memoirs like If Chins Could Kill. Interesting fact, Bruce, a longtime friend of Xena producer Sam Raimi, directed the fan-favorite Xena episode, The King of Assassins, showcasing his comedic flair behind the camera. In 1995, Darien Takle, at 58, brought warmth and resilience as Xena's mother, a tavern keeper in Amphipolis, appearing in 8 episodes. Her poignant scenes in Sins of the Past and Amphipolis Under Siege, defending her family against gods and warlords, grounded Xena's journey with maternal strength. In 2025, at 88, Darien, a New Zealand theatre legend, was honored as an officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit in 2021. She recently appeared in My Life is Murder and remains active with the Auckland Theatre Company. Interesting fact, Darien, a trained opera singer, toured the UK in Godspell and founded her own theatre company in London, showcasing her global stage prowess. In 1995, Charles Mesure, at 25, debuted as Mercer and Darnell, but from 1997 to 2001, he shone as the commanding Archangel Michael in 7 episodes. His powerful presence in Fallen Angel and The God You Know, leading celestial battles with divine authority, added epic stakes to Xena's journey. In 2025, at 55, Charles captivates as Thomas Miller in The Irrational and appears in Blue Bloods, showcasing his enduring charisma. He also wrote for New Zealand's Street Legal. Interesting fact, born in England and raised in Australia, Charles trained at the National Institute of Dramatic Art, where he refined his stagecraft before landing his breakout role on Xena. In 1995, Jennifer Skye, at 19, burst onto the scene as the fiery Amazon warrior in 6 episodes from 1999 to 2000. Her bold performance in Endgame and Fallen Angel, showcasing amorous, fierce loyalty and combat prowess alongside Xena and Gabrielle, won fans' hearts. In 2025, at 49, Jennifer has retired from acting to focus on writing and advocacy. She's published articles on wellness, founded the Citizens Commission for Children, and speaks on mental health. Interesting fact, in a 2013 New York Times op-ed, Jennifer contrasted her abusive teenage modeling experiences with the supportive set of Xena, where she felt empowered as a Marais. In 2000, William Gregory Lee, at 27, joined Xena, warrior princess as Virgil, Joxer's eldest son, a warrior poet, in 6 episodes including Livia and Dive. His noble portrayal, balancing poetic sensitivity with fierce combat in the show's final season, resonated with fans, especially during Virgil's grief over Joxer's death. In 2025, at 52, William continues acting, with roles in The Walking Dead, Justified, and as astronaut Gordon Cooper in the 2018 film First Man. He also appears in indie films like Blood Moon. Interesting fact, William's role in Xena caught the eye of producers, leading to a recurring role as Zack in the sci-fi series Dark Angel, boosting his early career. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.